How to crush the rush. I'm Gumption Poker, and today I'm going to show you just how to do that. We have been crushing the rush all year. I play this only a day or two every week, mainly just for streaming purposes. I do enjoy it, and originally it was for bankroll reasons. Now my main game is over at coinpoker on regular tables. I find that is a much better place to play. And feel free to check it out using code GUMPTION. You can get some free coaching from myself, as well as cool deposit bonuses and promos. And it is the best way to support me in the stream if you like these videos. But today, it is Russian Cash on GG. We're going to do some play and explain. And I'll show you guys how to crush the rush. So, we're looking at 844, and we've actually got this big range advantage. So we get to use a small bet at a high frequency. We have less trips in our range, and we have a board that is going to change decently. Any 9 card or higher will change top pair, so it's quite dynamic. Therefore, I want to be betting with a variety of hands, right? So to use a big bet, I'm going to miss out on some coverage as well. I'm also just going to let them win more with trips. So my big advantage there is mainly in my big card hands, my over pairs, the pocket pairs, but even hands like ace king doing pretty well in terms of equity. So, you know, a lot of the strategies that we play are just good, solid, fundamentally correct plays, and we try to do our best to do that over and over and over and make reads and hand reads and stuff along the way. But when you break it down, it's really just those core fundamentals, the study that we put in day after day, and hope to kind of make better decisions on average than our opponents, but get tons wrong all the time. Get tons wrong. And that's okay, because everyone's getting so much wrong. There's no need to dwell too much. Ace 10's interesting. I think blind on blind, like we can almost value bet flop. I chose to check back. Ace 5 we could 4-bet sometimes. Let's go ahead and do it this time. Yeah, Ace 10 we're just going to check back. And the ace 10, it's kind of close there. Checking range should include a decent amount of strong hands, whereas we check back a lot of 7x to be fair. Only the occasional jack x. I love seeing the overbet from them here. It's a really strong move. Having the ace is nice, because aces is a hand that prefers to check rather than like queens, because queens needs a little more protection. I mean, 8-9's a nice bluff. 9-10 are nice bluffs if they choose to not bet them, but they may also just c-bet those. Let's have a look at the turn sizing. So the turn sizing was small, so I do think they've got the 2x and under pocket pairs as well. I think I'll go for the call this time. And we do see 8-6. But it was a really nice play by them, and we're in a very tough spot there with ace high. So gotta respect the play, to be honest. And wouldn't be surprised if they're doing decently in the pool. A lot of players just play so weak and give up there. But let's note that one, because they have come to play. It looks like they're playing with gumption. They're actually fighting for it. Speaking of fighting for it, we don't need to fight for it with ace 9 high. We've got some showdown value. We're just gonna try and check it down. King Jack Deuce, doing a lot of betting. I like to go a little bit more polarized, so I'm going to check my Jack X. Betting it's solely okay too. But see, this is a very different board where like only the ace will change top pair, and of course here it comes. But there's almost no turn cards in the deck that is bad for Queen Jack. And ace is the worst, but it's not even that bad. We still pick up a gut shot. Now I'll go for a small value bet. I think my jack is doing quite well. I mean, it's a shame that the queen's no longer kicking. Let's have a look at the 10s. I might have zoned out on this one. If they c-bet multi-way, don't love the check call. Let's have a look. Yeah, they kind of did. Don't love my check call with the 10s. I think it's a little loose. I'm just going to fold to the raise. With the Queen Jack, we actually got a decent amount of Ace X. I'm not too worried. But yeah, it looks like I did make the right call with the 10s. which is nice because not sure if it was the best decision, but glad to have gotten it right. Autopilot Gumption wins that one. But a big shout out to everyone tuning in. I do appreciate you all. Close spot with the 6-7. Could have gone for check raise. I would like to have some bit of equity. So when you're out of position, you really want to consider equity quite a lot when choosing to bluff. So I'd rather at least have some sort of... I guess there's not a lot of... well, yeah, we can have some gut shots. I think that that would do a lot better. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Shout out to you, Smeeble. Appreciate you tuning in. We 3-bet the ace-king blind on blind. And I'm going to attempt to reach some sort of a showdown. Betting is okay, but we get value from some like ace-jack, ace-queen, but we also get them to fold some like king-jack, maybe king-queen stuff too. As played, we will call turn. Good evening, mate. Good luck on the tables. I'm working and got you on lurk. Well, shout out to you, Smeeble. Appreciate you. We see a lovely jam here from Fish. I think it's okay. I don't know if they want to play too many jams because, you know, you really want to leverage your pocket 8s, pocket 7s, 6s, 5s, value bet those. I'll fold as played. I mean, we do unblock quite okay-ishly, but like we block the ace-10, king-10, we unblock the flushes, the busted flushes, but we'll just note the play. Overall, I just don't see people bluffing enough in that situation. But I could be wrong. I mean, the jam just feels like pretty greedy. I'm going to go bigger bet on the king, queen, deuce. So again, like king, queen, deuce, only an ace is changing the top card. I've got the advantage in all the kings, the queens. So I want to go and I'm going to play my strategy to bet bigger. You can certainly also do a small bet with a higher frequency too. But I like to go a little bit polar. But very different to a small paired board where we have a disadvantage in the top end and the runouts change things a lot. So like having coverage on the king queen X isn't quite as important. Let's go about half pot on the 9 high board. We're also going to go half pot on the ace 10 5 versus small blind, who's got less air than the big blind. The 6-7, this is just a bad board for us. So I mentioned earlier, you know, trying to play solid. I see a bad board. I'm just simply not going to put in too much money. They went quite big here with the jack 10 suited. We could call, but they've gone too big. Of course, we do see the trips, which is unfortunate. But yeah, just when they size up, I'm happy to fold. So the king, obviously reducing the nut. Queen jack is now the strongest hand with our 5s. Interesting spot here. I think because they're not flatting a hand like ace king pure pre-flop, they might sometimes, but I would assume it's mostly 3-bet. I'm just going to call here because there's just less hands they can call me with. They might check raise some ace 10 on the flop too. I do, you know, the king 10 suited is one of the main hands we're going to get value from. I honestly don't know if they call jam with that hand as well. So like, I'm kind of like bittersweet to see it because like, if I saw queen jack, then I'm happy I didn't jam. And I see a hand that I would, if they show it to me, obviously I'm going to jam on them. But I think when I think about the possibilities there, I don't mind the call, but I can totally get behind that being a bit of a mistake. Eyeballs, good to see you. GL on the session, thank you so much. Sasha Nicholas, I jump in, you're already making some sick calls. Let's freaking go. Gumption Gaming. Appreciate you, Sasha. Thank you. Sometimes they look sick, sometimes they look spewy. It just depends when you tune in, mate. This ace-8 is really close for me. There's already 25 bigs in the middle. And we are out of position. I guess I'll go for the call. It seems close. Now we have an easy decision, though. But I think it's close between jam or not. One of the factors for me is they're pretty tight. 8% PFR over 300 hands. So... I just don't know if they're like going from the hijack 13 bigs with anything that's... I'm going to be dominated a lot too by the better ace-x, but as played, this is just a super easy jam. We're very happy to see the snap fold too, so that's a great result. Maybe I should be jamming pre. The 10-8 we chose to check back flop, which is fine. We still have some delay bets. The issue is I think I'm just going to go... I actually might give this one up. I've got some fairly poor blockers. Obviously, now I wish I did indeed continue, but yeah, I don't know. They can have a lot of ace-x in the line that just check call that doesn't really want to... Like, it's still a bluff catcher. Something like ace-5 suited, and it's an easy call for them on the river. Mirrored table, bottom right. Oh, damn it. Hopefully it didn't... Oops, I was just timing out. My bad on the mirrored table. Let me fix that. I may have had some hands that didn't go through. That's a shame. Fixed it. Yeah, I don't know. I need to think about that one a little more. I think I can also just bet flop, which would have made my life easier, but I didn't like blocking the clubs either. You can see that they played their hand fairly passively. Maybe they did feel they had enough showdown. And lucky we didn't hit the backdoor clubs. So it could be a lot worse. Big shout out to GGL2GG. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that. King 8 deuce. I think once we flop the backdoor, I'm going to bet this one, but I'm checking a lot versus button. They have a pretty tight range without as much air as like a big blind flatting. So I do want to be careful, but I think the king high dries, or with even with the flush draws, pretty good. Enough for me to want to see bet. My hands, you know, the check call line in my hand isn't that efficient. I am trying to think of, you know, I'm going to mix the flop with my value too. Pocket eights and deuces, sometimes betting, sometimes checking. It's also a spot where they don't have the ace king. So I kind of want to triple. They're going to be like, if they have king jack, they want to start checking at some point. So I do think it kind of makes sense for me to kind of bet a little bit with a higher frequency than I normally would want to out of position. 4-5 suited's close, unpredictable player, not going anywhere. I'm out of position. Chose to make the fold. Could get behind a call. Do need to be cognizant of the rake though. Low rake environment. I'm in there all day. But these small things really matter. Win rates are just a few BB per 100. Only a few big blinds per 100. So it's these small details that really matter. How can you have better BB per 100 in NL200 than 100? Well, maybe I get too stationary at 100 and they're not bluffing as enough, so maybe my adjustments not quite as good. I'd also improved along the way drastically. When I first moved up to 100, I think I'm still 30 buy-ins under all-in EV, and then not on the year though, and then yeah, just improved, and it's a small sample. So the truth is that my win rate would be higher at 100, I would assume, if I went back and played there. And the win rate's probably a little lower now. I think I've been a little bit break-even-ish the last little while since I updated that. I don't know. I'm aiming to update it every month, though. But that sample size is very irrelevant. Only 37k hands. Get the queen deuce 4. I think in this rake environment, I like a bet on this board a little more than spots where like queen 4 is just a fold pre. If there was low rake, no rake, you know, they got some more 2 pairs. I'm also okay to check back sometimes, but ace king's basically value betting for that size. The ace jack 10, I'm going to go half pot or check. Ace 5 does not want 3 streets. it's going to start with the check. And same with the turn. I think it's close on the turn. I mean, now on this river, unfortunately. Yeah, I think I'll just check again. I'd rather pick off a bluff than get called by worse. I'm just going to call half. If they got it, they got it. But there we go. We win a little extra versus the bluff. King 10. Interesting spot for them to want to bet big. I'm just going to note that. Because neither of us have a ton of 6x. But it just tells me a lot about how they think. Like, maybe I shouldn't get into too much more than that because I play with them a bit. Ace 8, we're not going to lead this board. Ace Jack, we just fold. You know, pretty tight. Small blind hijack, high rake environment. We're going to play quite tight. Fives, we should have best bet flop, so a decent mistake to check back because now we're very lost on the turn. I'm just going to fold, but could go either way. I have no reads on them, aside from them being likely a weaker player, but weak could mean they're putting in too much money, not folding. Maybe they're very passive and now they're betting. I don't know. So a bit unfortunate. Let's go for a bet here with the Ace 8. I'm going to also raise the Jack 10. I'm going to go pot with the Ace 8 because my Ace 7x wants to pot, although it's mostly leading turn, as well as some bluffs, some like pocket 8s, 9s, 10s. Probably Jacks is 3-betting a lot. Pretty poor turn for our Ace Queen here. I also misclicked flop by betting. So I'm going to check. I'm in a weird situation now. What's another mirror table, damn it. Fixed one to create another. There we go. Apologies and thank you. Let's go small. We're kicking with the board. We have to check now. Hey, big shout out to you, big boy Poopin. Thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate you. El Baco, shout out to you. Thanks for letting me know. Sorry I wasn't up to date on the chat. GL Beast, thank you, Simba. You always explain very well why you want to make those hero calls, so even if you get shown value, they're still sick to me. Well, appreciate that, Sasha Nicholas. Feel like you're just trying to get me to keep making these wild calls. We'll see. You got to be careful in Russian cash. 200 people don't bluff enough in general. I do need to be careful. This player's playing very interestingly. I believe they limp raised. I'm gonna fold and just note it. I like it, though. I like it. Ace Queen very close. Yeah, let's go for 3-bet. When they size up, I want to do less flatting, especially relative to their size. And I think this one is close. I might check back. I mean, I can't really bet call shove, but it feels like I could have a lot of equity. So in position, we really want to think about realizing equity more than just bluffing with equity. The opposite situation being out of position. So just going to check this one back. Now I've realized my equity. I mean, we're going to chop with Ace Queen. We're going to beat Ace Jack and really be sad and lose to some small pocket pairs. I could get fancy and value bet hands like queens here, but against this player, I think they just call, and they actually have the king this time, so I'm glad to have not tried to do anything there. Could have gone smaller 3-bet, the ace jack doesn't really matter. Jack 10, we're checking back turn because, okay, so we call the 3-bet, call the flop. The turn's a check back because we don't really have as much ace king. We've got some ace queen, and that's it. And now we can just go like half pot. Even smaller, honestly. Just to bet hands like ace jack, ace 10, even ace 5 suited may get cheeky. And we're going to go and cold 4-bet the queens. The ace jack. We want to go half pot on these paired boards if we do bet, but we don't want to do that too often, but I don't mind it. It's kind of a dry board. Oh, thank you. I forgot about the live streamer tag. Torreladio. Really close spot here. They're 11 hands in and just tight over the 11 hands. I think this is just a fold though. Annoying spot with the ace jack. We're going to call, and the king 10 we will fold. And let me just put live mode on. Then we see the snap jam on the river. Pretty annoying spot, I would say, because it's just gonna really depend on GL for my coach. Shout out to you, Chamjet. Thanks for tuning in. We don't block any of the flushes. I'm gonna fold it. Yeah, they show us that this is why it was annoying. It's like it's so player dependent. Well played. Now we know they're capable. Had no notes, no reads. You can't help but wonder. I don't think I've seen this account around. Like, where did they come from? What's the nickname history here? I don't know. I don't know. Blame anything but my own fault. Would have been tough to call there, and they can just have. It's a strange line, but they can simply have it. I think when they're a little short, I'm just going to go ahead and raise the ace-6.
Time to change it. Time to do it right. Keep me coming. Keep me feeling.
And we'll go for a range bet with the 7-8 suited, the ace-5, pretty standard stuff. Check, check, flop, check, call, turn. Mostly just check folds on the river. Magnum. Shout out to you. Don't play on coin anymore. I do. It's the main place I play on, actually. But I liked to stream the Russian Cash. I'll also stream. Last week I added some coin in toward the end of the session. I'll do that again today. Just to showcase. It's my favorite place to play and I'm doing very well there. I'm not streaming it because I'm playing a little bit higher. I'm mixing some 1K, mainly playing 500 there. It's going very well. I've got a positive win rate. And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be encouraging people to sign up if I play there. That's where I put most of my volume. So, they did change the structure with these missions. I haven't loved it so far, but they might take them back. But the net rake is the same, so that's all good. So we want to go B75, maybe B70 on this 5 turn. When the board connects and we both hit nuts, we can no longer, utilize a range advantage in the top end. So we no longer want to bet big. And then this hand would check back if this was 5 of hearts on the turn. But because we can improve to backdoor flush, I keep betting. But either way, I'm only just wanting 2 streets. So no problem. 10 beats us, but sometimes we hit a queen, we hit a... Well, yeah, not just a diamond. The queen, 9 or diamond, we want to keep barreling. So, it's a good way to play the hand. We're also strong enough to bet call, so we're not going to get bet off our equity, which is nice. Ace-5's close here. I'm a little concerned. Let's do it. Ace-queen, we can go either way. I actually don't mind the check back, even though I timed out check. Used up all my time banks already. Could have gone a little bit bigger with the ace-5, but all good. Get a board that's bad for our 3-bet range, so we're just going to pure check this one. And ace-queen, honestly, close. Could get behind a turn call, unblocking a lot of stuff, but ultimately it's a decent board for them, and I'm just going to fold. I am not too sure about the big size. I guess it's okay, but they may want to think about the non-nutty hands too and play river jams, but... Now we're going to bet. We don't forget we basically range checked flop with the ace-5. So we still have like aces, kings, queens here. Let's go for a tiny 3-bet with our aces. And just a nice river, but not one I want to jam on with the king. This is funny. I'm just going to click it back. Yeah, I don't want to go too big here. Like ace-king doesn't want to go massive. So I'm just going to go like a hand that ace-king kind of wants to do. And it does work out, which is good. And then the ace-7, this seems really close. It's multi-way. We check to the river and they go for overbet from the small blind. They do have a lot of these small pocket pairs. I think I'm just going to fold this one. Nice spot here with the aces. Not much to say, I would say. I don't want to run it twice just because I want to keep less short stacks in the pool. Stables are perfect now, awesome. Get to range bet. The king Heim's going to go half pot. And let's 3-bet the ace-5 suited. Romeo, never, they are sick because you're not talking yourself into them, just analysing them as best you can. Yeah, alright, cheers, man. Cheers. I'll take the compliment. Thank you. On the ace-king suited hand, it was easy to talk yourself into calling all in, but I'm blocking it. But you still made the disciplined fold. Also sick to me. Well, thanks, man. Full of kind words today, Sasha. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, bro. We're not going to lead on the jack-eye. We need offsuit hands to hit like straights, and then we want to start leading more. Not the case here. Do we want to check raise? Not really. We do like to check raise some of these like backdoor draws, but not the low ones. I'd rather have like queen king or, I mean, 8 9 and 9 10 are great check raises there. But yeah, too loose with our hand, just a fold. 6 9 9. We can bet. We can check. I'm going to check. I want to keep in the queen jack, ace jack. Not anymore, but ace 10. You know, queen 7. All of these hands that we dominate. Although there is some merit to betting, but yeah, getting check raised off our equity is not ideal. I'm going to check back the ace 9. We can call or fold here. I'm going to call the ace queen. It doesn't matter too much. I think we kind of need to call. We got enough showdown value. Beat the 10-8 here. And the ace 9, I don't think betting's going to achieve much. So just going to keep checking back, realize our equity. Checking on the 7 high board a lot versus button. And then yeah, we get to value bet river here. I don't think we want to go big. Even a hand like ace king isn't wanting to bet like massive. So I'm just going to go about 3. 6s could check raise. Going to go for check call, but I think check raising is also reasonable. And then on the king, it's actually a better card for our range. We get to call it. Ace is much more neutral. Yeah, I mean, they did have the king, but it was a very small bet, so I didn't really need to think about it. Big shout out again to everyone tuning in. I do appreciate you all. The jacks. I mean, it's a bit of a lame spot. Let's just fold. Shout out to you, Meanie. Yo, how's it going? It's going really well, man. Thanks for tuning in. Ace 4 will fold. You could 4-bet, you could call, you could fold. It really doesn't matter too much. This player's played 3 hands. I don't really want to get jammed on. They've gone 4BB is the issue. And my hand versus, like, if there were 100 bigs, I would VPIP. But the 4 isn't as powerful against the 35 VPIP stack. We want more high card power. So I get to snap limp the ace queen. I don't have a raising range. I just pure limp my range UTG. And just hope someone tries to take it. But no one does, unfortunately. The 10s. I'm going to fold. They look to be nitty so far. Ace queen, I'll just check it through. They snap bet big. I'm just going to fold. They did bet into a few people, of course. We see what a brutal run out. I can get behind maybe playing that one differently because, yeah, I mean, it was just a shame to not realize equity. But pre-flop, that's standard. So not too much I can do when it's 4 ways. Everyone has offsuit 3x, 10x. But maybe with the backdoor, I could just go ahead and lead because everyone will still miss a decent amount. We got some overcards. Eight, 9 suited. Let's call this time. Queen 7 also interesting. I'll start with check, and then the 8 and 9 we can go half pot when they check to us. We do okay here. We got 6s and 7s. Got some Queen X2. And then now we can just check raise really big. Or not super big, but we're going to check raise, basically. With the Queen 7, I mean, I don't know if they're supposed to check back, I think, sometimes with 9-10. I don't know if they do in practice. But we've also got Ace-Jack. We've got 7s and 8s. We've got quite a few hands. And pair and flush draw, I mean, would be nice to block the straight a little more. I either want to just take this price or rip it in. Yeah, I guess I just keep clicking it back and get it in. Maybe because we're a little deep, it's less nice, but you know, this could be a situation where we just note that they check back the 9-10 and we get stacked with some equity and then move on. Unless they have 8x of spades, you know, we're doing pretty well, so I don't mind giving them, like, the price anyway. Big shout out to you, M4X Size. Thanks so much for the follow. But we do get it through with the Queen 7. Got worried there for a second. People have come to play today. That was a weird hand, man. Like, what a line to take. With no history. Again, you got to wonder about some of these new accounts. It's the first username they had. I don't know. Yeah, just going to note that one, obviously, because that was a crazy line. I just expected to get stacked and them having 10-9 there, and I got it wrong, but I actually am almost surprised I got it right. But at the end of the day, I'm always going to follow my reads, right or wrong. Either learn the hard way or not. I'm going to size up a bit with the ace-jack because we're a little bit deeper. I'm going to limp the 8-4. They seem to have low VPIP. They're just hoping that they are going to be playing a little too weak, overfolding. Ace is okay. They got some 6x that I could fold out, but I could still wait. They've also got the trip 9s that didn't raise. Now we just have enough showdown value, doing really well. I think it's too weak to value bet though, so I'm just going to check it again. They did have the 6, so the plan was to bluff river. Whether or not it worked, I don't know, but we didn't need to find out, luckily. Queen 6. We could raise turns sometimes here. But I'm not going to do it. I do need to have more equity. I'm out of position. Let's stick to those fundamentals, right? There's such good guidelines to helping you not make atrocious plays like I wanted to just then. But it's like, hey, out of position, let's remember the equity. Jacks will peel the C-bet. Yo, how's it going? Just noticed the merch. Oh, man, I've had it for a minute. Shout out to you, Meanie. Hope you're doing well, man. But yeah, onward and upwards. The jacks we don't need to bet. It's too thin. We need minimal protection. If we had like 6s, we're more interested. But also only one card to come and in position. You know, not interested in going thin. River, I think, too thin versus UTG range to value bet. We do win here really often, but it's, again, those fundamentals in position. We don't want to bet thin out of position. We do because we open up the action out of position, or we don't open up action out of position, but we do in position. So just going to stick to those fundamentals. And the queen jack with the diamond will peel blind on blind. They're going to be c-betting really wide for 1/3, maybe even range. So this is just a hand that's got enough equity to continue. It's as simple as that. And we do pick up some additional equity. But we, you know, we face the pot bet, which you hate to see. I'll call one more, but I do think it's quite close. Here's kind of interesting. Yeah, I don't expect them to want to bluff very often on the king, and we block a lot, so it would have been a tough spot because we also just have a lot of trip kings. Yeah, as played 30 bigs in the middle, that's bigger than our hand once, and they do have ace-4. It's a totally fine hand for them. Ace-3 suited. Well, let's do it. I mean, they're playing very tight, which is why I hesitate. This is the wild player, so maybe I should have just folded. But oh well. King 10 could go either way. I'll just go for the 1/3 c-bet. Keep it simple. The threes, I like to go half pot and go a little bit more mergy when they check behind. Easy fold with the ace three. And on the six, if anything, it connects a little with their calling range. I'm going to check. I'm looking for more higher cards to continue on with the king 10. But now we do hit, and we're going to go b75 on this river. We're doing quite well. And it's a card that we will bluff on really frequently too. So I do want to start... You know, this hand's probably close, but I do think it hits the threshold. Ranges are still really wide. They've got Queen X, 8X, 4X, hands like 5, 6 maybe. And again, I'm bluffing a lot on that card, so I do want to include the value. Otherwise, it's just easy for them to call me down with a pair and make a lot of money. Ten eight six is a pretty good board for BB. I think Jack 10 I'm going to just mix and go for check back this time. And we will absolutely check back a decent amount of 9x. So I'm not like getting crushed here. You know, this hand's also just, even if he potted, we can call with the gut shot. I think against the small sizing deep, the sixes is just an easy peel. The 10-9 also easy peel. And then, yeah, just going to show down the jack. The 10, I think we're winning really often when they go the 1BB on the turn. I'm going to expect them to have weaker 10x, some 8x type stuff too. Yeah, as low as 6x. The 10-9, not much I can do but call. Queen 7, same thing. And yeah, just going to hope. I mean, the 10-9, we're not beating a ton. We blocked the 10 jack. Have to hope they've got like 6, 7, ace queen. Love to see that. No spades came, thank God. We just were forced into that one, and luckily they did give up river. Just going to go and take the ace deuce pot away from the auto fold. The queen 7, yeah, we're just going to fold. Well played to them. And the 5's easy call versus the small price. So they've got a 5% 3, but it is only 55 hands. So yeah, it just gets appealing on this side. We've got the back doors as well. King's a really good card for them. Yeah, I guess I just fold. Like, it's a close one, but yeah, don't know too much how they're playing, and that's just a good card for them. So just sticking to those easy principles. Play solid poker, right? Always love the fundies. I'm usually just focusing on the tables. Yeah, fair enough. Not like Dazuzek. He's always commenting on the mustache, this and that, anything but what's going on. Yeah, standard play is just to 4-bet the aces. Let's go ahead and do that. Gonna go a little bit bigger on the 8 high board, but we can't, you know, or shouldn't over... Oh, get some run good here, getting the jam in against Ace King, just a cooler. Premier Din, thank you so much for the follow. Do appreciate you a lot. And then the King Jack. This is a pretty tempting card to barrel on. They are quite tight. Whoops. I was trying to overbet turn there. I think that's the right thing to do. But anyways, I timed out. The time banks have just gone bonkers. It's okay to give up sometimes, though. I liked overbet. Well, yeah, maybe the King of Diamonds is kind of lame. Maybe I'd rather have King of Club Jack to do it. Because I want them to have that in their hand. When they pot river, makes me pretty happy that I didn't go for it. Ace Queen, they're 14 hands in so far. 3-bet 20%. I'm just going to call. I'm in position, and they went really small, and we get a beautiful flop. Just go ahead and bet on the ace high board. And yeah, just going to call the ace queen. We could play some raises, but I don't mind just calling, letting them continue bluffing. If they have ace king, they'll just barrel off anyway. Three bet the 6-7 suited. Queen 8, I'll just give up. I think now I just want to jam the ace queen. Because they're not full stacked and 36 VPIP, I don't think they're going to get away from any hands. Like a good hand reader may just fold. I mean, they have king 10, so there's no decision. But yeah, like I just want to, at this point, get them off equity and not scare them away. And luckily we jammed turn because we got to run it twice and chop. It's, you know, could have been a lot worse. Happy with that result. Low key, we deserved at least a chop there. Come on. But a lot to learn from that one. So I'll note that. 3-bet king 10 suited. You'll notice how often I note. I'm always noting. I'm always even trivial or you know, like they didn't slow play. That's good to know. You know. And what sizing did they go on the turn? They went 2/3 with the nuts. You know, that just this all this stuff is very useful for future hands. You can see how the habits are just ingrained in me. King Queen, we just checked down. We had enough showdown. Sixes somehow hold. You love to see it. And I do love to see you all tuning in. Thank you all so much. I appreciate all the support as I try to grow the channel, grow the community. And I currently do not have the music going through, I believe. Let me know what you guys prefer. I've got it off just for the YouTube re-upload, but I'm flexible on it. Yeah, short stack will fold. Big shout out to you, Smail IK. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. They check back. Let's go ahead and start value betting the king 10. We want two streets really often. On the flush, we do. I'm just gonna go. I think I'll merge it in and go pot. It's a size that a lot of my bluffs are going to use. This might be starting to get a little too thin. I mean, this hand. I don't know. That's an interesting one. Because I don't really want to bet pot with king 10, but I'm being a little bit disrespectful in assuming they bet ace 10 plus, so that still have the best hand always, in which case, who cares? I might as well just, you know, value bet it for a pot size. And if they want a hero, they can hero, and I'll have plenty of bluffs, but it's close. Ace 4, also close. Maybe I should just fold flop. This ace 4 on the 7, checking. Flop also could have just checked. Now that we've accidentally called this 8-4, I might go B75, and I can just do like, I actually have ace queen in my range here. I've got king queen as well. This jacks look really tricky. Let's go small bet here. Let's time bank here, because what's going on? Sit out some of these. Big shout out to you, Daycork. No. So we went bet. They've donked river. I like the play. The ace 4, I think I just get to call, because I think most 7x bets turn. Nice. This one, though, I'm really not sure about. They can easily have a 6. I don't know. Maybe I should call that one. That feels really close to me. It just feels strange that they would want to block, say, like 10s or 9x, because I'm probably checking back that turn card a lot, so it just feels like something better than that. But I don't know. D Korok, Nike, GL today. Thanks, man, and thanks for the follow. And GL to you too if you play. But yeah, I don't know about that one with the jacks. Interesting lead, for sure. Again, very hard to know, player dependent. Alright, we're back. Let's get this last bit in. We're going to do about half an hour more and then call it a day. I'll have to make up, though, because I like to get the 5k points in for the leaderboard. So I'll probably do a bonus sesh tonight, just a quick one. But maybe I won't stream it because it's probably not worth streaming so fast. But anyways, we're going to 4-bet the queens and get it in here. But they do just fold. King 5 I'll limp. Oh, they tricked us. I thought they auto-folded. So normally I'd bet a lot on this king. So yeah, let's just keep going. And I think I can get 3 streets. It's a little thin, but I do expect some 2 pairs to raise turn. Yeah, let's just go for 3 streets. Starting to get pretty thin with the 5 kicker, but I think it's okay. And I don't think I'm getting bluffed if I check. Not a ton I'm seeing there that they can bluff with on the river. Ace, Jack, I'll check call. Doing quite well versus a button range. Depending on their strategy, of course. Let's see, we check back the King 10. And they go big bet on the turn. So I'll fold. I don't really see too many natural bluffs that they can have here. Actually, weirdly block a lot with our king. So Ace Jack we're going to show down. Ace Queen we check back flop. We got the gut shot on the turn. We've also got the Ace of Clubs. And now we just have showdown value. We beat like King Queen, King Jack, and Ace Jack. Unfortunately though, lose to the 5-6 suited. Could have been worse though. Because if a club came off, we may have gone a little bit silly. 3-bet the Ace Queen suited. We're going to check the Jack 5. Pretty standard stuff here. On the Queen, I'm not going to value bet it. I'd rather check and get them to bluff. Big shout out to Golodini and family friendly other follower. I don't know, I'm gonna fold. I don't know though, just a feeling. Sorry, just a feeling. I can't explain it better than that. The Ace 4 suited, let's just go for 3-bet. It's a little loose, but who cares? I kind of hate it though. They're 17 VPIP. What am I doing? The coffee hasn't kicked in yet. I gotta sip more of this. This is a nice board though. Just get to range bet. Paul AT, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Splashy TV, let's freaking go. Shout out to you. Next time live? We're live now, fam. Don't worry. Yeah, I'll go for check raise. I block a 4 that can call me, and then a King X I think bets anyway. But this time they just had ace 2, so I don't know if they're calling anyway if I keep betting. Who knows? Let's go half pot on the 9 deuce. Deuce, pretty good board for us. Going about half pot on these low boards that are dry. Jack high and lower. Well, actually I think we can go B75 on 9 deuce deuce, but whatever. Should go 1/3 with the 4-5 as well. I feel like my brain's just like 10 seconds behind right now. Let's keep sipping this coffee. And yeah, I'll go half pot on the Jack 10-10. Keep barreling turn. I mean, we block King Queen. I don't think 9s is in there. Pocket 8s. Maybe, but I don't know if it calls flop and turn. And if they do, then I think you just get paid. I think I'll just shove river, because we got Ace King and Ace Queen that just really triple a lot. We see them snap calling with ace jack, so you love to see it. A lot of respect, not thinking about the fold. Ace queen, unfortunately, not working out for us. I will note that one. Yeah, hijack that small blind. GLGL sir, thank you Leandre, good to see you, thanks for tuning in. We'll go for our polarized 3-bet strat BB button. I'm also going to 3-bet the 10-9 suited here, we could fold it too. Sometimes. 8-9-3, I'm going to check this time, but I think betting's also very reasonable. I'm going to go B75 on the king because I'm just bluffing this card so much. So I want to go a little bit more thin for value. I could check it too. Doing a lot of checking on the 3-7-8, but still betting, you know, sometimes. And this one's not bad to bet. I'm going to go about B40 when I do bet. Ace Jack, checking back a ton. Kings, we're going to check back a lot. The Ace 6. Against this player, I don't think I'm going to get much better to fold. I might as well just try showdown, and we do chop, which is nice. The Kings will call. It's close, though. And I think it's a little too thin to raise the Ace Jack. Just going to call. The King Queen, I think I'll go for it. A little loose, but don't mind it. Yeah, the King's I think too thin to value bet river. We do win verse 6-7 off, so that's nice. King Queen, we hit top pair. So I'm going to start with range bet of 1/3. Any reason 3-bet small blind UTG 4x instead of 5x? It doesn't really matter. You can do whatever. Ace Queen, let's go half pot on the Ace High. Let's go 1/3 on the 9-4. Let's go 1/3, King 3-5, and then King Queen. I'm gonna jam it. Ace King will keep barreling. We could also overbet on the Queen. Probably should have gone for overbet. And I'm going to go pretty big with Ace Queen. Let's go half pot actually. Change my mind. Moves quick these games. Moves quick. Little torn with the ace queen because I kind of want to go really big, since I'm mostly just betting ace x trips. So maybe I should have gone a little bigger. But yeah, as play, just get to jam river and hope they have an ace as well. Check back the ace 10, got some showdown value. River. I just don't rep anything, and they actually can have quads sometimes, so I guess I show it down. GL, so thank you, sir. Solo did bet multi-way, but I think ace jack's just too strong. They still might be betting like close to pure. And yeah, we got the ace of diamonds too. Now we're going to overbet turn versus check back with 8-9. We got some offsuit straights in our range, so huge advantage. And at a top end too. And then ace jack just has enough showdown value. I don't think we need to bet it. Too strong to bluff. And ace jack blind on blind doing very well. See the ace jack holding versus solo, which is nice. King is a card they just get to bet a lot on. We don't block or have additional equity with the heart, so just going to fold. But can get behind a call there. Maybe we're meant to. We are meant to call pretty wide. Ace 3, yeah, let's see, bet it for 1/3. Checking back turn. Close spot on the river because we beat the 9-10. We beat the 10 jack. King jack. I don't know. I believe it. They might want to bluff bigger. I don't know. Close. Check back the 8s. They're very tight, 17 V-pips, so the 9s normally I'd peel, but I think just extra tight will have a lot of equity with their bluffs. Jack 10 off, I'm folding because multi-way with the rake. Hard to realize out of position. I think it's going to be a losing call, and ace queen. Free bet it. But SPUTG 4x instead of 5, I find that people are fairly inelastic. I obviously don't know for sure, but just feels like people fold like pretty much the same amount. Deeper, you want to start going a bit bigger, of course. Ace 9, yeah, we're doing very well. Blind or blind, so we get to peel. Just folding on that turn, and I don't think it's a card they want to bluff much on. Guess I check the kings. Maybe small bet's a bit better, because there is 6 cards of hands behind me. Jack's quite good, I don't think. Like cutoff might flat jack sometimes, but otherwise, you know, no one turned a set on me, and they can turn some top pairs. Ace jack in there, jack queen king jack all in there, so it's quite a nice turn for us. Do face a 3-bet with kings here. So we will 4-bet. Check back the ace 4 suited, but betting would be okay too. But I got a little more polarized on ace 9-3. Definite betting, turn bet on the turn. Probably just go half pot. The cold call fold. Interesting. But a big thank you to everyone who has tuned in. Appreciate you. We will just go for another 10 minutes before calling it a day. We're going to go polarized 3-bet here. So ace 5 off, making a 3-bet versus UTG. And we're going to cold 4-bet the ace king. Pretty nice board with our gut shot ace 5 and really only 10s in the calling range. Deuces and 3s I don't expect to raise call. Pre-flop it might even be a fold immediately, let alone to the 3-bet. And jacks is mostly a 3-bet here, but we can certainly call sometimes. I'm going to call this time. And love to see it. The ace 5 gets through and we get a lovely spot here with aces. And against this size especially, we want to check raise the jacks against small bet. We did go pretty big with the aces. I'm going to go for a 1/3 C bet. They call very quickly. Could go either way on the turn. I think I'll go B75. Maybe I will just go small. Jacks wins a nice pot there versus the 6s. Let's go half pot with our aces. Actually, let's go big bet. So pretty bad turn card for our aces, but I think their range should still mostly be the overpairs, particularly with a club. So I want to bet pretty big on the turn. And the queens will just try to get to showdown the 9s. Yeah, I think we'll just show it down multi with the queen out there. Ten 9 off. We'll defend blind on blind and get a really nice board for them. Expect them to want to bet this pretty often for a small size. It's actually not bad, this board, because we have, I guess in this rake structure, I don't know if king 4 off is a call, so I'll fold it. But we actually want to raise those boards where we have a lot of 2-pair king X. We can play a pretty strong raising range. But the issue is some of the weakest king X, they become mixed 3-bets too. So I think like king 6 off is 3-betting a decent amount. And king 4 off I don't think peels pre. So yeah, it's like king 6 8. I think it's pretty good for us. King 6 7. 6-5, but king 5 3-betting a bit. We can lead this 8 high board. The 7-8 I guess I call when they go so small, but it's pretty not an amazing spot. Let's go, yeah, 3-bet the ace deuce off, going really polar. And now I think we can get some value with our 7 high flush. Fortunately, the polar 3-bet does not work. Maybe a bit sus because small blind had called, it was too good of a spot. The 7 high flush getting called by king queen, that's lovely. Big shout out to Wagworn Flame, thank you so much. Thank you so much to everyone tuning in. And of course, best way to support me in the stream, and you can get one-on-one free coaching, is by signing up on coinpoker with code GUMPTION. Some nice deposit bonuses, great site to play on. It's where I put most of my volume. 10s were deep, it's worth a peel. And yeah, just happy to check back. Try and get to showdown. We beat all the ace kings. We beat the other random, you know, ace jack suited, 10 jack suited. We can call turn. We've got the club redraw. Doing just fine here. And I do think it's going to be some sort of like queen jack suited type hand for them to bet. Maybe jacks. I just think 10s as an easy fold. Let's call the king 8. So jack 10-9 we can't lead because we don't have that offsuit straight advantage, but certainly a flop where king 8's blocking really well, so I'm going to go for a check raise. Because we've flat king queen basically pure pre. We've also got queen 8 and 7-8. So not to mention jack 10, pocket 9s. And we blocking, having the king blocker is nice. But yeah, once we get re-raised, it's going to fold. And then the king, queen suited, we're just going to call here. What actually happened? It's not letting me see. Let's value bet the king, queen. Okay, so they raise button kind of big, and I think small blind donk bet. Interesting. Thank you, Anatoly Kin. Thanks so much for the follow. Kinda want to bet turn here. Think we have the most 9x, maybe? Because we call 10-9 pure. We've got some 7-9 that doesn't raise, although it mostly does. It's just hard for small blind. I'm wrong, but it's hard for them to have like too much 9x, I feel, when they lead. Like 8-9, sure, but even 8-9 doesn't want to jam turn like that, I don't think. Flat ace king against solo. We could also 3-bet, of course, as a standard play. And yeah, nice result here. We get the 40 BB or 50 BB stack, just 3-betting small. Hopefully solo calls, and then we can just jam this in. There's 20 bigs in the middle now. Well, actually, yeah. Yeah, let's just do this. We get it invest 4-3 suited. You'll love to see it. And the jacks, we 3-bet blind on blind. Goes check, check. Interesting for them to want to bet turn half pot. I could raise there, but I don't know. That was strange to me. I'm just going to fold it and believe that they do just have ace-x value betting, and they're not going to fold or believe me and just figure if I got turned a set of kings, they're just going to pay. That's how I'm looking at that spot. Could be wrong, but that's how I see that one. And then queen 7, check, check, easy call on the turn. And it looks like my time is up for today. I'm going to wrap the session up here. Couple of nice pots there. Shout out to you all. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Streaming every Tuesday, Friday, the occasional Saturday. Not this weekend, unfortunately. I will be away. But, well, fortunate for me. Be good times. But, yeah. Thank you everyone for tuning in. How do I sit out? There we go. Sit out next blind. I'll find a channel to raid. Could be a friend. Could be a small channel I've never seen before. I like to support the new streamers because I was only a new streamer not very long ago, back in October, starting streaming and returning from poker after a long time off. So try and find a small channel to help out. But thank you again, everyone, for tuning in. And yeah, please do check out the Discord, the YouTube, of course, using code GUMPTION on coinpoker, best way to support me in the stream, even if you don't think you're going to play there long term. Feel free to sign up and check it out. You'll get the free coaching. There's some nice bonuses too. It's a good site to play on, worth checking out. I'm pretty sure it's available worldwide. They've got crypto, they've got card depots. So please do that. It does support me. But yeah, thank you everyone. Hope you all have an awesome day. I should have gone 1/3 there. Hope you all have an awesome day and see you guys soon. Until next time, peace.